What's going on, everybody? This is Gen716 back here again, and today I want to talk to you guys, about if the Buffalo Bills made the correct decision by letting Shaq Lawson go. Of course, he signed with the Miami Dolphins on a 3-year, $30 million contract. I think that's really good for Shaq Lawson, because I think that's starting quality money. This is a guy. This is a guy that's gonna get paid $10 million a year. And overall, if you look at his production from last year, had 16 and a half tackles for loss, um, 6.5 sacks. So he's a guy that I think deserved the money. Um, the Buffalo Bills, however, I think that this is a blow for the Buffalo Bills. I know that there's a lot of Bills fans that are ripping on Shaq Lawson right now for signing with the enemy, which is the Miami Dolphins, if you are a Bills fan and part of the AFC East. But overall wise, I think it is a blow, because you do miss a lot. You do miss part of your sack production. Again, was he a bust? I mean, yeah, technically he was a bust because he never became that player that we thought he was. Now he was starting to just get in that transition, and this is why I'm saying I think this is a blow, because this is a guy that felt comfortable, under this, Sean McDermott scheme. He's a person that was finally started to get it together, and he was one of the best edge setters in the entire NFL. He was one of the best edge setters in the NFL. He set the edge. He was one of the best run stuffers, one of the best run defenders, especially on the edge in the entire NFL. He was a guy that, even though I think that the sacks are sacks, but he's a guy that definitely can put pressure on the quarterback, and could have had a lot more. He was a guy that did demand double teams, obviously, especially in the run game, because how good, just because of how good he was, and the Bills are going to miss that. Now, what they're Trent Murphy, he's now going to be the guy there. Um, they did restructure Trent Murphy a little bit, but Trent Murphy, I don't know if Shaq Lawson outplayed Trent Murphy. And Trent Murphy definitely he got it going late during the latter half of the season. But Shaq Lawson is better than Trent Murphy. Now you're getting a guy in Trent Murphy that is now going to be in charge of that position. Of course, Jerry Hughes. Of course, he's an aging pass rusher. That's going to be 33 years of age for this season. Just don't know how much he can replicate being that elite pass rusher, like he has been, as far as getting as far as getting after the quarterback. Right, he hasn't really had a huge number of sacks. He doesn't have the sack production, but he can get to the quarterback. But again, just don't know how many years he has left there. So obviously finding an edge rusher it's a tough task. The Jaguars franchise tag Ngakoue. Now you could trade up to get Ngakoue, but they again, he's there. Jason Pierre-Paul, he just got signed. You're starting to see a lot of these pass rushers. They're starting to get their contract signed. Calais Campbell got signed. That's just another example there. So there's still guys that are, of course, available for free agency that the Buffalo Bills can definitely pick up. I would not be surprised at all in the first round if Buffalo does decide to draft a pass rusher. I just would not be surprised at all if Buffalo decides to do that. Obviously, I think that's a weak link in our team. And I think that that's something that can be addressed besides the receiving position that every Bills fan wants. I think letting Shaq go, it just you're taking away the depth, and you're taking away a guy again that had huge production. Even though he was more of a depth player, he was a backup player, right? He started 40% of his snaps, but the production just doesn't lie. The tape doesn't lie. You're losing your best edge setter, especially in the run game, and that's a huge blow. He has a lot of athleticism. He still has a lot of upside. He's still in his early 20s. Now starting to get in his mid 20s a little bit, but he's still there. He still is producing, and Miami is gambling on it, and I think that is something that can definitely be paid off for them. For the Buffalo Bills, they're going to have to reload. Obviously, they're going to find a player that fits their system. I don't know if they're going to be better than Shaq Lawson, but it might not be the production that Bills fans expected that particular player to have, to be like. So, I think that this is a blow, in a way. But I think that the Dolphins, they made a great hire. They got a great hire, great signing, and I think the Buffalo Bills lose a very important piece, to their defense. And we're just gonna have to see if Buffalo can get a player that not only can just be good as Shaq Lawson, or maybe can be lower but just fits the system, but maybe could be better than Shaq Lawson. That's just something that Bills fans are gonna have to figure out. Figure out, and find out, if Buffalo can do it. So anyway, guys, that's all I got for you guys today. Bills Mafia, stay up. I know that. Oh, for some reason, Bills fans they're just ecstatic right now that Shaq Lawson's gone. I think it's a big blow, but Shaq Lawson going to the Dolphins, I think that's a good deal for him. He's getting the contract and the money, and hopefully he can become that full-time starter that he wants to be. So anyway, guys, that's all I got for you guys today. Stay safe out there. This is Jan 716. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.